Hi my darlings, welcome here to another interesting video coming on your timeline today. And if you're coming across my face for the first time, this is Barrister Choma and you're watching Fix It with Barrister Choma.
In the midnight glow where the stars align, we lose ourselves in the rhythm divine underneath the sky.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I promise you, you're not gonna regret clicking in, and don't click out. So here we take interesting news, interesting gist, entertainment industry, Nollywood industry, content creators, all of that, senators, presidents, any kind of news that is going on or trending in Nigeria. If you don't have the strength to go and start searching for it on IG, just come straight to Fix It with Barrister Choma. She must have dropped the whole gist for you. So on today's video, we're talking about Blessing Nkiru Okoro, popularly known as Blessing CEO. After Blessing CEO came online and cried and informed the members of the public that she is facing stage 4 breast cancer, she cried on her video, followed by another step of shaving off her hair. Many people had sympathy on her and they donated money, and under her video she pasted her account number, so donations were coming in. Then we now fast forward to so many people who already attribute her character as someone who is a clout chaser, someone who can do anything to get money, and she doesn't care about her legacy or the impact it will make on her name and her image as a person. So people who doubted her, like Very Dark Man, so many people came out here online and said a lot that they doubted her. Do you understand? So people who doubted her asked her to produce a medical result confirming that she had breast cancer stage 4. After that, Blessing CEO came out online to say that her result is private. So people then condemned the statement that, why will you say your result is private? You came to the public and made announcements that you have stage 4 cancer, and then you made your account number public and you want the public to donate, but you don't want to show them the result of what they are donating for. After which, moved to share her claimed medical reports. She shared it here and people started fingering that report. The report is there is an inconsistency in that result, that result is not going well with everybody, that the result looks like something that was edited. So this thing has been going online, and in order to clarify the public, Blessing CEO was invited to national TV to come and explain her results and whatever. Surprisingly, Blessing CEO went to national TV and disgraced herself. She embarrassed herself. She went to national TV and she still went with this same result. Even when the result came out online, she said that she was not the person who posted the result, that she doesn't know where the person who got that result got it from. Why? Maybe she sent that result to someone and the person circulated it. So, but surprisingly and stupid enough, she went to that national TV interview with that same medical report. Hi. How? Okay, fast forward to when she went to the national TV interview. They were interviewing her. Blessing messed the whole thing up. Let me put the video here so you watch it. Relax, take a chill pill. If you've not subscribed to this channel at this point, what are you waiting for? Are you not enjoying the story? Why not consider subscribing to the channel? Give the video a thumbs up, turn on the bell notification to get notified whenever I post video. So just relax and enjoy the interview.
Let me ask the doctor in the house. This is why I brought her in. Okay. So from what Blessing is saying, she discovered when the first time she went to the doctor, as she said, it was a lump and they told her it was non-cancerous, right?
Yes.
She goes back there 6, 7, 8 months later, yeah. And that's how she discovered that it was cancer stage 4. So for you, as a doctor, what are the procedures what would you like to ask her concerning how she got from that level to the stage 4 level?
First of all, I'm very interested to know what type of doctor you saw, because there's a lot of disparity that I don't expect in medical personnel.
Okay, what are disparities?
So first of all, when a patient comes to me and complains of a lump, I will not do a biopsy first. I will first do an imaging. So I'll tell you to either do an ultrasound scan if you're less than 40, you're 35, 40. Then if you're above 40, you can do a mammogram before we get to the biopsy. And if you then do a biopsy, depending on what we're suspecting based on your history, you either do a fine needle aspiration cytology or a core biopsy, right? And after that, even if, because what you're describing kind of sort of sounds like you did a fine needle aspiration cytology, right? Even at that, no doctor on the surface of this earth that is qualified would allow a patient to move around with a lump in their breast for 6 months, because you don't know. Even if you do a fine needle aspiration cytology, they can be false negative. There's a very high chance of it being false negative. So you can never tell unless you remove the lump and you do a proper biopsy of the lump.
So I find it very in her story.
So I find it very interesting that so I'm interested to know the type of doctor you saw. What type of doctor?
It's an oncologist.
Okay, so now fantastic. So I work in a teaching hospital. We don't send patients to an oncologist unless you have a biopsy, core biopsy result.
But you haven't had
because usually you start with a general surgeon. General surgeon will establish the fact that it is cancerous, and oncologist is not the first person. Based on the fact that you even said the person said it is not cancerous, no doctor will send you. That's why I'm interested to know the doctor. No doctor will send you to an oncologist with a non-malignant result.
Like I said, you go into the hospital, I noticed a lump on my boobs.
Was it Lagos or Enugu? Because
It was in Enugu.
Okay.
So I went into the hospital completely.
Was it a teaching hospital?
No, it wasn't a teaching hospital. It was a private hospital.
Okay, and it has an oncologist. That private hospital has an oncologist.
Let me explain.
Okay.
So walking into the hospital, you go to a normal doctor. I don't even know what they're called, but you went to a doctor, he examined, he found the lumps.
Okay.
That was when he said, let's do a biopsy. I don't know what a biopsy is.
Without an imaging?
No.
That's very strange.
No imaging, because
Is that possible?
It's not possible. It's not possible because biopsy is very invasive. Nobody will grab your breast and just do a biopsy without an imaging.
There was no imaging.
Was it the left breast or the right breast?
The left breast.
Okay.
Okay, so they didn't do an imaging, they just said go for a biopsy. It was when I went for the biopsy, it took about by
Was
then.
it painful?
What was the biopsy process like?
Yes, what
Yes.
was the process like?
Explain to us.
I think they gave me a little, I don't know if it's anesthesia to like numb the pain a little bit, then an incision close to the navel.
And what came out?
That's not the procedure. We don't do an incision.
I don't know what, but something went into my.
Okay, so
my results are
you
here.
saying that's false? It's not possible to.
No, yeah, it's not. It's
Okay,
not sounding like a fine
real-
needle. It's not sounding like a core biopsy. It's not sounding like a fine needle. We use a needle. It's a needle.
This one is like how do I put it? Why do you call it a machine? I don't know the right terms.
Oh, listen, you're
before
mixing things
using.
up. We don't use machine for biopsy as well.
That's
It's an
what-
invasive procedure. We use a needle. A
Something
needle-
went into my boobs. They brought out some. I think they said
What part of your boobs? Was it
Exactly,
your
what type
nipple
of
or
your-
was it?
The lump was found under my boobs. It moves sometimes. Sometimes it looks as if it beeps. And so I think around that place, I think they said they bring out. I don't know if there's particle of the lumps or thereabouts. That's
With
what
a
they say.
machine?
Yeah, they took for the biopsy. I'm
With a
not.
machine.
Sorry, is
Maybe a pin.
No, it's
medically feasible?
No, it's a long needle.
Maybe
and
that's
it
what
has
I'm-
a trigger.
Okay, what's the
It's like
size
a
of the
minigun.
needle? What's the size of the needle they used for you? If you could estimate it,
How do I?
was it like 2
explain
inches
it?
long, 1 inch long? How was the needle?
I was lying down, so not like you're seeing exactly what is happening. And I'm not in the medical term, so I don't want to say the
Listen, I'm
things
sorry
that...
to say this, right?
Go ahead.
I saw that you studied economics, right? Okay, fantastic. I interesting enough, I dropped econs for further maths because economics was very, very detailed and very, very. So as someone that studied econs, I would expect you that if you have a life-threatening diagnosis, you should know it in and out, because when I see patients with chronic medical conditions, they know their condition in and out. Like sometimes they even know new researches that I have not even heard of because they are trying to survive. I find it very strange that you're mixing radiologists, oncologists. I feel like it's something you should know.
No, it's not something I should know because cancer is not something I am aware about. I've said it
No,
over
but
and
you've
over
been
again.
given this. It's been 2 weeks since you came out to talk about this, and you mentioned stage 4. That was the first video I ever saw from you.
Yes, that was
stage
good.
4. How did they come about that stage 4?
I'm not supposed to know, so maybe at this
It
point
is
we're going
your
to
life.
That's what I'm trying to say. At this point we're going to be asking the medical doctor. So when this whole shenanigans came out on social media, everybody just say let's get a second and a third
but
option.
Okay, so let me
How did
say
you know it was
something.
stage 4?
Exactly, how did you know it was
How did
stage?
you
Because he
get
seems
stage
quite
4
confident
analysis?
with that stage 4.
Because that was what I was told. I'm not a medical
How is it
doctor.
possible to say you have stage 4?
Was it same that it was that same Enugu doctor?
Yes.
Is it on in your report?
Exactly.
Can you show the doctor?
I will share.
Yes,
I will share.
I don't.
Okay,
I'm
can you show
interested
that?
I would
to see.
share.
So this is your stage 4 report. Is it the doctor that told you that it was stage 4?
Yes, the
By
doctor
the time you
said
went there the
stage
second time?
Yes.
But what,
Just
can I-
based on seeing you was when you calculated that it was stage 4?
I do not know them. I don't want to say
What do
things
you
I'm not.
understand? Because if someone tells me something, right, I would go and read up on it. right? So what did you understand by stage 4? Because I'm assuming that you don't want to die, right? So if someone tells you stage 4, it sounds advanced, right? Or you don't know that.
Yeah, that's the reason why I broke out on social media.
Social media,
Yeah,
to
but how did
answer
it
the
get
question
stage
for
4?
you, what was social media? What was your goal on social media?
Now, as a medical practitioner, when they tell you have cancer, it's already traumatic enough.
Okay.
I didn't even have the guts to go and start reading. In fact, the major reason I came on social media was I wanted to see people who have experienced the same thing.
Yeah, but the big question is how did you conclude that it was stage 4?
Stage 4,
Did the doctor
exactly.
just look at you and say, oh, this is
Sorry,
stage 4?
she's willing to share the report.
Yeah.
what I
Why
was
not allow
told.
the doctor to look at it?
That was what
Okay,
I
doctor
was
can
told.
look at
Yes,
it.
I'm very interested.
Can she look at it?
That's what I was
And let me ask you, as a lawyer, if someone publicly claims...
It's interesting that you're bringing the same results to me because Dr. Odigwe, the pathologist that signed this report, because of course we have
Is it the same report as the one that was...
Yes, the pathologist that signed this result lives in Asaba. And I'm a doctor, of course. I can trace any doctor in Nigeria. And I called him on Tuesday.
Sorry,
and he knows
is that
nothing
the
about-
same report
Yes,
that
it's the
you saw
same
last
result.
week?
It's the same result that is going
Okay,
around
and
social
it's
media.
just the post, but it's around.
And this particular pathologist said he knows nothing about this. And he's based in Asaba, not
The
Enugu.
pathologist of the report?
Yes, of this report is based in Asaba. I know that for an absolute fact.
So he told you
That's the
after?
first one.
Yes, because, yes.
He told you that he has nothing to do with it?
Yes, and he stays in Asaba. The address here is Enugu. He hasn't been to Enugu in recent times. He lives in Asaba.
So
Delta
how do you
State.
respond to that?
This
Let's go
pathologist
ahead and-
stays
like
in
I
Say that the
Asaba.
pathologist that you put in that report, which you claim
That
is your
signed
real
this
report.
result, but stays in Asaba. That I know for an absolute fact.
Please, I want
on
to ask
Tuesday.
again.
Go ahead.
Is this report the same report that we saw last week?
Yes, it is. It's
So
the
this
same
same
one.
report that we saw last week, that Blessing you claim you didn't post on your Instagram page and on your social media page, is the same report that guy,
Yes,
the guy that
exactly.
we saw on the video, which unfortunately they have not been able to show us, is the same report he printed. So
Absolutely.
this is your real report.
So that's the
What
first one.
happened to the brother of the girl who claims that this report was forged?
I don't know who the person is.
So it's not a fake report.
No, it's not a fake
But the brother of the girl that you just saw just now says this report is his sister's report.
It's not.
It's
And this
not.
doctor stays in
So are you
Asaba.
saying, and number one, you're saying you don't know that man. Number two, you're also saying you didn't post this report
I didn't.
to the guy who just spoke on social media.
Absolutely.
But for some coincidence or some funny reason, the reports tally. The report the guy posted and the report here, they are totally the same,
Same.
word for word.
You
are
know,
now
this
saying
doesn't tell us that it's stage 4.
But you
by
are
the
not
way.
even saying the oncologist whose name is
No,
there.
the pathologist.
The pathologist whose name is there said he
He
doesn't
lives in
know.
Asaba and he doesn't know anything about this.
So, Blessing, what do you want to say about
Diagnosed
that?
cancer?
No, so the way it works is that, you know, in medicine there are different fields, right? So the process for a person that comes with a breast lump, you don't know what it is. So the first stage is to go for imaging. You come back from imaging. Right now, the modality is to do a biopsy, finally do a spatial biopsy. Even if it comes out benign, you have to take out the lump. You cannot go because you cannot be very sure.
from the
Have you seen how our self-acclaimed relationship therapist embarrassed herself? She just contradicted herself. If she wanted to lie, blessings to you. I believe that she didn't sit down to arrange this her stuff very well. Do you understand? I believe that. I'm trying to believe that blessings to you went to the hospital. Actually, she had a breast lump, and then they tested the breast lump and they said it's benign. She just came out here to announce that she has stage 4 breast cancer. I don't know if you know what stage 4 breast cancer is. That's when the breast cancer has gotten to stage 4. Browse it. It says that the cancer has started spreading to liver, brain, this, that. No. First of all, when someone receives that news that the cancer has graduated to stage 4, first of all, the person's life will shut down. Even if it's for the next 20 minutes, the person's life is shut down. The person will just sit down, sweat, cry, blame God, question her, his or her, question her existence, ask so many questions, check her life. Do I have kids? Am I married? What will my children do? What will my husband do? First of all, you will shut down and process this. If you manage to go home, you will cry. Sleep will run from you. You ask yourself, you will blame God and blame God. You will query God and query God. Even some will go to the extent of say, oh yeah, God, take me this. It will take you time and a whole lot of encouragement to start in. Even by the time your spirit will leave again, no, forget. That is what someone is wishing on herself. I don't know yet, though. It might be true because I don't want to just rush into Blessing CEO's story because I'm a very sensitive person. Let it not be that I rushed into her story, judged her like the public did, and at the end of the day, she has breast cancer. Do you understand? Or maybe she has breast cancer, but not stage 4 breast cancer as she claimed. Do you understand? So, after that interview, Blessing CEO with her boyfriend, her intending husband. You know, IVD has proposed to her, so now she's putting on the engagement ring of IVD. So definitely they are getting married sooner or later. After that interview, Blessing CEO came out and she knew that at that point she would just shout fuck up. She has messed up. She has just done stupid stuff. So do you know what she did next? The next thing is, because already after she posted that her video that she has cancer and then shaved off her hair, that questions started coming and people trying to contradict her with what she has and trying to spot the inconsistency in her stories. So the next thing Blessing CEO did was she disabled her comment section in her Instagram page. She disabled all the comment section, so she didn't want to be getting any comments again. So now after the interview, after the almighty interview that she went there and messed herself up, Blessing CEO disabled her Instagram account, disabled her social media account. If you go to Blessing CEO's Instagram account, you will not see any video, you will not see anything. She disabled everything and she vanished. The same thing, her so-called boyfriend IVD did the same thing, disabled his Instagram page, and they are on the run. Why are you on the run? You have stage 4 breast cancer. Come and prove to the public, even though the public already donated to you. But babe, come and prove. Come and show us. Come and tell us. Why are you running? Why is she on the run? You dey pay me. Why is Blessing CEO on the run? Why is her boyfriend on the run? Maybe, let's say that their plan to extort money from the public has failed. But it didn't fail automatically. It didn't fail because they already made grabs on a huge amount of money. Because she came out online to say she made 13 million, which we know that it passed.
What I'm doing?
They said in 24 hours you made 100 million from donations.
We can't 100 million.
But the money not reach 100
Never
million.
reach 100 million.
How much did that reach?
13.
13 million. Many people are saying.
Blessing CEO, where we know say that money passed like that, but she just admitted 13 million so that when I go rest, say she never called. I heard that one person came out to say that he gave her 20 million. I don't know. With other people that made personal donations, 1 million, 1 million, 1 million, this and that. So baby girl is already on the run, but she have grabbed something. What I know and what I believe is we're going to see to the end of this, whether she's lying or she's saying the truth. We don't have to jump into conclusion yet, but what I know is truth is like pregnancy. It cannot be covered. In due time, it's going to manifest. Okay, you can hide truth, but truth can never be hidden forever. So one day the truth will come to pass. Do you understand? So I'm going to end the video here. What do you have to say as regards Blessing CEO disabling her account, her boyfriend also disabling his own account? Are they on the run? Is it true? What do you have to say? What is your suggestion? What is your opinion on this topic? Drop it down the comment box. My comment box is open. You can keep it buzzing. Okay, so I'll end the video here. If you've not subscribed to the channel, why not consider subscribing? Did you know I enjoyed this video? Did you know I enjoyed this interesting video? Please subscribe to our channel, give our video a thumbs up, turn on the bell notification to get notified whenever I post new videos. You can share the video as well. I'll be glad to see you next on my video. Once again, I'm Barrister Choma and you're watching Fix It with Barrister Choma. I'll see you in the next one. For now, bye.